Hey everyone, Austin here with Zach, and today we're walking you through one of the most important steps in the cab interior process, the survey. This is where we gather all the details that make the design and installation run smoothly.
That's right. An accurate and thorough survey ensures everything fits perfectly and meets your client's needs. So let's break it down. And along the way, be sure to listen up for some of our top tips for a successful survey.
First, we get the basic information down. We'll need the job name, as well as the surveyor's name and phone number. These keep everything organized and on track.
Don't skip this. It's essential for communication throughout the entire project. Then, be sure to document the capacity, quantity of cabs, and, very important, cab construction. This will dictate the type of hardware we send with your cab interior, and if it's a skeleton, frame, or stick cab, helps us pick a design that best suits the cab construction.
Next up is measuring the cab shell. This will include the depth for your sidewalls A and C, width of your back wall B, even if it's a front and rear cab, and the height from the finished floor to the canopy, which is above the ceiling. Be sure to check the height on all three walls. Reference your legend to know which wall is which, and remember, we measure in inches, not feet. An important note here is that you have multiple cabs that are the same capacity. Don't just assume that the cab is the same dimension. Be sure to get all the dimensions of each cab because they might be slightly different, which will affect the install.
If there are any obstructions like a cove or a fixture, make sure to go to page 2 of the survey to select what type of cove you have and use the provided space to sketch out your dimensions. You'll want to measure from the floor to the bottom of the obstruction and how far the obstruction sticks out on each wall. Make sure to include the dimensions from the cove to the canopy as well. The more information the better, because these details matter for making your interior fit just right.
Now let's talk about the ceiling. You'll need to know if you're keeping the existing ceiling or installing a new one from Fabicab.
Even if you're retaining the ceiling, be sure to fill out all the information on the survey. Don't forget the perimeter gap measurements, how the ceiling is mounted, and the ceiling drop, which is the distance from the canopy to the face of the ceiling.
If you're purchasing a new Fabicab ceiling, you'll also need to get the measurements of the escape hatch. You'll need the depth and width of the hatch, as well as the distance from the sidewall A and the back wall B. This is critical for safety and code compliance. This is another reason why it's important to measure every cab, because the escape hatch might be in different locations.
And once all the measurements are done, it's time to document everything clearly. This is the reference we'll use for design and quoting, so we'll want to make sure it's accurate.
Quick tip here, guys. If you think you have a 50% chance or higher of winning the job and you're already visiting the site, go ahead and fill out the survey and save your future self some time. After you've got all the details, pass it along to the Fabicab team and we'll take care of the rest. Design, quoting, helping your technicians with any questions on the install, you name it.
And my biggest quick tip is to take pictures. Sending pictures of the cab to your Fabicab rep can save a job. It's true what they say, pictures are worth 1,000 words, so let us be your second set of eyes to make sure the install goes smoothly. We've avoided a lot of potential install issues by seeing pictures early on in the process.
That's exactly right. Want some additional tips on a great survey? Scan that QR code at the bottom right of your survey sheet for our top 10 tips.
And that's how you conduct a successful survey. A simple but crucial step to making sure things go smoothly from start to finish. You do the survey right, and you'll be setting up the project for success.
At the end of the day, we've got your back at Fabicab. So lean on us and don't hesitate to call, text, or FaceTime your rep if you need any help along the way.